Hello everyone and welcome back to Temple Rev. Today I'm going to be cleaning my Fluval 307 canister filter because it's about time. As you can see here, the pipes are starting to get a nice film on them, and if you notice that clear piece of the tube there, that's where it starts to break off, and will eventually all break off and grow back, but that stuff kind of gets clogged in the filter, so we're going to give her a total breakdown and clean her out. It's been about 3 months, so we're going to clean it out. Generally, that's about how long I can get these to go. This thing could probably even go a little bit longer, but I like to keep it clean. The pads in the bottom of the filter, I use the ammonia ones in particular, but they get very, very nasty after 3 months. So we're just going to go ahead and do that today, show you how I do it and how I get it clean. I like to avoid having to take apart as many pieces as possible in regards to the tubing. So yeah, we'll get to it here and we'll get her nice and clean. Alright, moving on to the actual tubing. All I'm using here is a little snake. Nice blue bristles on the end. It fits these tubes perfectly. And all I'm doing is just forcing them through, and it cleans them out perfectly. Yum. Now I have a inline CO2 reactor here, but I treat it the same as the other tube. The bristle will go all the way through and actually scrape off the inside of the reactor. Gets it, the whole thing, quite clean, and it's very easy. As you can see, even with one pass, how clear it got. And then once you get the snake down to the end, it does get a little tougher to push it, but you get a decent snake and you should have no problems. And then I just pull the back end out, following the initial push through. Alright, and then under our first run we still have some residue left here. So I'm just going to go ahead and get her up in there, and this time instead of going all the way through, I'm just going to get it to that point and kind of jiggle it back and forth. Alright, and that looks a whole lot better. Okay, we're going to switch over to cleaning the lily pipes. This side's not too bad, the intake's always a lot worse. And all I'm using is a little snake, a little bristle nose on the end. And just kind of squeeze it in there. And this one's a little tight, so I don't go all the way. Kind of get it to there, and just kind of jiggle it around. It pretty much gets everything. And there you have it. Nice and clean. Alright, on to the nasty intake now. As you can see, it's way nastier. Start off, I'll scrub the intake vents first. This way water can flow easily in between. And just do the same thing. You can see watching it, it's almost instantly clean. This one does stretch all the way down. A quick rinse. And you can tell already how much cleaner that is. Just kind of repeat this until the whole thing's clean. The end there is a little tougher to get to, but I just, go back and forth repeatedly a few times and rinse it out like that. And as you can see, it's practically clean. There's one little piece in there I'll get to here. She's a beaut. Throw the sucker back over here. Reattach the hose. Lock down the red handle. Put on the lily pipes and gently put on the hose from the filter, not all the way. You're gonna want to leave it a little loose. This way you can align them exactly how you want the flow of water. And then once you get them aligned, get them nice and snug. I like generally going up to the first little suction cup there. And a little trick I learned, since lily pipes aren't really meant for rim tanks, I found an old DV cam case, which a little cassette tape for recording video, and I just kind of fit it underneath one of the suction cups in the back, which then aligns the pipes nice and straight up and down. There's no angle, and your water flow comes out straight. And if you look at it from the inside here, from the front, you can't even see it because it's, you know, clear plastic, and it's just, you don't even see the reflection, anything. So you got one of those lying around, give her a shot. And here I'm just putting my CO2 line back into the reactor. And you can see how much cleaner those tubes are. And I just want to flip the gray handle now all the way down, which will open the flow to the filter completely. And then give her a few prime pumps. And these filters are awesome. It does not take much for you to just get that thing started. Once you stop seeing the bigger bubbles, I generally stop. And a few seconds later, you're going to see it come out of the outlet there. And it'll kind of just seep up right there. A good time to check for any leaks. Let it sit for a second. These look alright, so I'm going to go ahead and plug the filter in now to get the flow started. Caution, the flow is going to be pretty fast. As you can see here, we had the valve open all of the way. So just kind of tune it back a little bit and get your flow the way you like it. The bubbles will eventually stop once everything settles and the filter gets completely filled with water. And that's much better. Alright guys, thanks for watching. As always, like and subscribe. New videos coming soon, so stay tuned.